So welcome back here, everyone. I hope you all had a good Easter weekend and holiday and spent time with friends and family and enjoyed yourselves. So I went and I saw the Super Mario Brothers movie. It's time for me to do my review. Now, since most people, I'm guessing, probably some have seen it, some haven't seen it, and I don't want to spoil anything too much for you all, I'm going to go through my top 10 takeaways from this movie in regards to my review for it. Now, there will be some spoilers, so let me just put that in here. There are going to be some spoilers ahead, but this is what I think best sums up my views on this movie. So let's get into it, starting with number one. A movie doesn't drag. Now, this is a really important and key factor in this movie. It does not drag anything out. It doesn't start at one point and then have to run through this long, boring, godforsaken, dragged out nonsense before it even gets anywhere new. It moves at a brisk pace. It does everything it's supposed to do. It doesn't stay on one thing for too long. It does what it has to do and it moves along exactly to get to the point of where it's going and move along as quickly as possible while also telling the story. So I personally think that starts off as a really good way to see how this movie operates. It doesn't have to take too much time to do anything that it doesn't have to. It gets to the point rather quickly. It gets to where it needs to go, and that's really important. And that was a good starting off for me, that it doesn't drag. Number two, the visuals and music are just great. Honestly, it looks like a video game movie because it doesn't take liberties with anything. Mario looks like Mario, Luigi looks like Luigi, Peach looks like Peach, Toad looks like Toad, Bowser looks like Bowser, and the visuals are really good. The Mushroom Kingdom looks nice. When they're on the Rainbow Bridge, it actually looks like the Rainbow Bridge. When they're going to see Donkey Kong or other places, all these different places, even Bowser's castle and all this other stuff, the visuals look really good. They put in the work, they put in the effort to make it look like it. And you see, as I say again, they didn't have to go over the top because they were just basing it on the video game itself. So they just took what was in the video game and used this to make it done. So to point of that. As for the music was really good. That is one point I really have to say. The music was really good. They had a lot of nice songs that really paired well with what was doing. When Mario, Peach, and Toad went to the Kong Kingdom and they meet this big gorilla thing there that in a kind of jacket. And he was driving along and this song was played. That was really flippin' sick, boy. That was one of the best parts of the movie in my opinion because the song just paired really well with the way that we were driving and everything, and it just really worked. So yeah, the music was really good. They had music from the video game itself, but then also some really good songs they were throwing in there and stuff. It worked. It really did work. Number 3. It's what you would expect from a video game movie. Okay, let me be perfectly honest with you here. It's not Shakespeare. You're not going to see anybody holding a skull and repeating, lines up like Romeo and Juliet, things like that. No, that's not going to happen. This is a video game movie. There's a simple plot. That's what happens. It's nothing that you should be, that needs to be too overly complicated or anything like that. It's a simple plot because the video game itself has a simple plot to it. Bowser invades, Bowser wants to take Peach, Mario wants to whatever. That's what happens. It's very simplistic, and that's what works. And because it's simplistic, it could throw in some funny gags here and there, make some light humor. It does what it's supposed to do. It's not straying away from anything. And yes, you're going to get some people come out and say that, it should have expanded on this, but no, it sticks to what it needs to be. This is what the game is about. This is what the movie is about. Yes, it has some liberties here and there, but overall the story sticks to what it starts off to be, and that's what's really important. You don't necessarily need to burn the bridge just to act like you've done something groundbreaking. It's simple. It's a simple plot. It does what it's supposed to do. It moves through different locations and stuff doing it, and that's what happens. That's it. You don't need to go and overly think about anything too much. That's it. Number 4, the girl boss problem. Okay. I did a video previously where they said that, Peach was going to get the girl boss treatment. I said to myself, okay, you know what? Let me go and watch the movie and see, and I will judge for myself. Okay, well, I can confirm they gave Peach the girl boss treatment. And it doesn't work. Now, before I go forward, let me just say, it doesn't work, but it doesn't make Peach completely unlikable. Yes, she is, completely unlikable. Let me explain the girl boss problem in this movie. Literally, 10 seconds after Peach is introduced, Mario runs into her. She flips him over. Then, next thing you see now, she tells Mario that he has to, if he wants to accompany her, because Mario wants to see his brother, he wants to accompany her, he has to run some gauntlet thing that is there. And she does it easily, while wearing a dress, very easily, without any kind of effort whatsoever. Now, okay, I understand what you might say, well, and don't get me wrong, yeah? That's not the only pattern, because the entire movie, she's just like this take charge, ready to kick butt, fearless. That's it. And it does not work because there's nothing more to her character other than that. There's really nothing else more to Peach's character other than just girl boss. That's really it. The one saving grace about it is that she does not spend the movie constantly belittling Mario, constantly having to talk about him. That doesn't happen. She doesn't do that. That's the saving grace of it. But it's just girl boss thing. Now, like I said before, don't get me wrong. I have no problem with Peach being a little take charge. I have no problem with Peach even being able to fight, because for years now she has been a playable character in Mario Brothers. Whether it be Mario Kart, whether it be Smash Brothers, she is a playable character, so she could fight. Nothing wrong with that. But that's all to her personality. And it's the same problem again. She's perfect at everything, because even when she runs the gauntlet, right, and she does it perfectly, she's telling Mario, because he struggles, but she's telling Mario afterwards that everybody struggles on it. So when he asks her if she struggled on it, it's revealed she did it perfectly the first time. She did it perfectly the first time, and that's it. She's just out there being absolutely amazing, being this badass princess at everything, and there's no point for her to grow or anything like that. It's even revealed that, she wasn't born in the Mushroom Kingdom or anything like that. She came through a portal. Her first memory is that she came through a portal and she ended up in that world, and then they ended up making her their princess. So she's just, okay, so she showed up out of the blue, ran the gauntlet the first time, was perfect at it, and then she's ready to just kick butt, take names, and that's the whole thing about it. It doesn't work. I mean, even the part when Mario and Donkey Kong fall off the Rainbow Bridge, that would have been a good moment for her to actually have some time to sit down and think about, be sad at the fact that, Mario's gone. What is she going to do? Then she has to really pull herself together and say that, okay, she's going back. She's still the princess. She can't doubt herself. It would have been a growing moment for the character. But that doesn't happen. She just immediately, we have to get back, heads to the kingdom, tell everybody to evacuate, picks up her halberd, and she goes out to face Bowser. One thing. That's it. Then pretty much every other time you see her, she's just kicking butt. I mean, like the whole movie, every time she just sits still for like 10 minutes, and then next thing you see her jump kicking somebody, throwing fireballs around, shooting ice. Look at the. I mean, like I said before, she has been a playable character. Nobody's not saying she cannot fight. Nobody's not saying she can't be strong. But when that is all that you have to a character, that she is just this strong, perfect, confident, amazing, it doesn't give the character any depth or any kind of way to grow or make the character relatable or likable. And that's really the main problem with her. Like I said, she's not completely insufferable, because she wasn't insulting Mario. She does have a pretty okay personality, but that is just like small bits of it. Her entire personality, otherwise, except for them small little bits I just talked about, her entire personality is just perfect girl boss badass, and it doesn't work. This really doesn't. Number 5, power of the underdog. Now, as I mentioned, Peach and her whole girl boss thing, and how that doesn't work. The flip side is, the whole girl boss thing with her actually makes Mario much of a more likable character. It really does, because, okay, from the very start of the movie, you could tell Mario's the one usually trying to push his brother along to do certain things. Luigi's a little more hesitant, but what Mario believes that, they could do things. And okay, yes, all right, I will be perfectly honest with you. Not having the Italian accent of the two of them at the beginning kind of worried me. But then after a while, you didn't really too much think about it, because, Chris Pratt did a pretty good job as Mario and the character and all that stuff. Okay. But Mario's character and the way he moved along throughout the show made you like him. Even when Peach runs the gauntlet perfectly the first time, okay, good for her, she does it perfectly the first time, right? When Mario does it, however, and the fact that he struggles with it and he fails, and you see it, it's much more inspiring watching him do that. You look at him and you think to yourself, okay, all right, fine, you see it and you get it. And when he finally does it in his own way, he does it much better than the way she does it, because she was it perfect. He did it perfectly because he had to build up to it. And throughout the movie, you keep seeing that. When he's in his catsuit fighting and thing, or when he's getting beat up, you think to yourself, okay, yes, you want to see what happens with that. You want to see him succeed. You want to see him get there. Even when he gets knocked down towards the end, and he doubts himself for a little bit, and he sees that commercial that he and Luigi did for the Super Mario Brothers Plumbers, and it lifts him back up, and he goes out back again, ready to challenge Bowser, ready to challenge the odds, to stand up and do what he has always done. That is the kind of growth that makes a character interesting, that makes a character relatable, because you were rooting for Mario as this went along. That is the power of the underdog. So, they're gonna try and do something with that. Number 6, background characters. Okay. One of the main problems, I talked about Peach Girl Boss thing and all that, yeah. This movie doesn't give some of the background characters the chance to shine that they should. Yes, we understand the movie is about Mario trying to save his brother Luigi, okay, but Luigi, apart from, being with Mario at the start and then having a little redeeming thing towards the end, the majority of the movie, he doesn't really do much. He's locked up and it's kind of underutilized. We understand that, that's what happening, but it still would have been nice to see him actually trying to do something, making an effort to get some stuff done. It would have been good to see that, but we can get over that. However, a character that was really underutilized, in my opinion, was Toad. I mean, Toad was actually comic relief and funny, and he was an enjoyable character. But he was overshadowed by Peach's girl boss thing. I mean, one thing that they could have done with Peach was when they went to get the cards, it could have been revealed that, Toad was this badass driver. That would have really be a hook point for that movie. If it is, because, okay, Toad was a little different from all the other, toads that live in the Mushroom Kingdom. It's a little different from all the rest of them. So it could have been revealed that, okay, he's this badass driver. You could have seen Red Wheels and you would have been like, okay, this is really cool. This character actually could be this real sick-ass, real sick driver. Something would have been thick. Instead it gets overshadowed by Peach on her motorcycle being the bestest ever as usual. It just, I'm not saying again that she can't do stuff, but you're underutilizing some of these background characters that could have had more of an impact when you actually showed them doing something. That would have really made them, more interesting to what's going on. We also get Donkey Kong, who isn't a bad character in his right. He does a lot of stuff, and yes, he has to fight Mario, and he's okay. I just would have liked to see him, probably power up a little bit more and do something, probably turn into Giant Kong and smash some stuff. It would have been really good, a little more usage of the stuff. We did, however, get a cameo from Diddy Kong, so that's that's good. That's good. But yeah, it was, they could have utilized the background character a little more. Bowser. No. Bowser was actually a really interesting character in this movie. I mean, yes, he's King of the Koopas. He's a big turtle thing. He breathes fire. He wants to marry Peach and all that. Okay, fine. He's okay. But Bowser was like a musical genius. I mean, you should have heard that man play the piano and stuff. It was his song, and it was really interesting. His personality and all was fun. It was an interesting way. Yes, he's a criminal. Yes, he's a villain and all of that, and stuff doesn't work out the way he wants it to. But he was still an interesting villain, still an interesting thing. And think about it that yes, again as I say, it's a funny movie. It doesn't stray away from what it needs to be. Bowser is who he is, and you can look at it, you can enjoy it, you can laugh, you can say, okay, this is well done, this is cool, this character is interesting, Okay, he's not like the sharpest tool in the shed. He's not some Shakespearean villain with some great master plan that he wants to enact. No, he just wants to get the girl that he likes to love him, and he's evil and all that. Okay, it's simple and it works. Like I said, he's an interesting character. Number 8, nostalgia bait works. There's a lot of talk leading up to this movie that they were going to be doing a lot of video game nostalgia moments and stuff like that, and they did. It works. We get scenes in this movie from the original Super Mario video game where we the punching the stuff and getting the mushrooms and powering up. We get that because okay, and we could have mentioned that earlier, but Peach tells Mario that when they hit the power up, they get a mushroom and they get special powers and allow them to do something, and that's how he uses it to run the gauntlet. She doesn't use it, at all. She just does it without it, but that's fun or that thing. But as I said, there is a lot of nostalgia beat here because we get scenes, like I said, from the original Super Mario Brothers. We get from Mario Kart. We get from Mario World. We get from Luigi's Mansion. You know, a whole bunch of different stuff is all there, and it really does work. Fans of the original stuff will like it because you get a lot of callbacks to classic Mario Brothers games, and you can actually enjoy it. It does look good, like I say, it looks like a video game, so you can enjoy it and actually get some things there. So you know, you give the fans what they want, the nostalgia bit works, it's solid. 9. As I said, fans and families will love it. It's fun because when I went to see, there were a lot of families there with young children, and they were laughing and enjoying themselves throughout the movie. It's fun. That's what it's meant to be. It's meant to be fun. It's meant for you to watch and enjoy yourself and have a good time. That's the point of it. Fans of the original Super Mario Brothers movie will like it. They will enjoy the different nostalgia callbacks and all that sort of stuff. You know, the characters, like I say, are pretty good. You know, Peach, well, I already mentioned that already, but the rest of them, interesting. We get a lot of humor. We get to see these characters, especially Mario and Luigi, really become the Super Mario Brothers and do what they have to do. It's enjoyable, it's fun, it's a good time to be had by you. 10. There could be a second movie because this movie looks like it's going to make a lot of money. I'm not going to put a price tag on and say going to possibly look at it. I don't know. I don't tricky to say that, but this movie looks like it's going to make a lot of money. And yes, when that happens, they can do a second movie, and I think that they really should. My only concern, however, is that if they decide to do a second movie, they may decide to go down the route of, you know, where did Peach come from? And while that may be an interesting movie to go about and do whatever it is, because in the movie, like I said, Peach revealed that her earliest memory is that she just arrived in the Mushroom Kingdom, right? And she's never met anybody else like her. But when Mario shows up, she just automatically knows that he's human. She doesn't know that she's human, but somehow she just knows what a human is and what they look like and all that. So I don't know. Probably it means that, probably means that somehow somebody or other human has been there before, whatever, we don't know. They could set up for that movie. But the only problem would be if they decide to push the girl boss thing even further. If they actually decide to give her some character development and give her actual story, I would have a problem with that. Also, bonus point here. There's been some talk online that they could decide to do a whole Nintendo universe of movies because there's so many others to tell. There's Star Fox, there's Kirby, there's Yoshi, there's Smash Brothers, all these kind of different things they were talking about. I don't know if they may decide to go down that road, and if they do, how good it might be. I mean, also Metroid Prime, all that kind of thing, all of this stuff they couldn't decide to do. It's wait and see. If they do it and they do it well, okay. But it's wait and see. So that's my top 10 for the review of Super Mario Brothers movie. My final rating for this movie, I will give the Super Mario Brothers movie a 3.9 out of 5. This movie is definitely worth a watch. It really is. It's really worth a watch. It's fun. It's enjoyable. You will have a good time. If you haven't seen it yet, you will enjoy them. If you're a fan of the video games, you will enjoy the movie. If you're not a fan of the video games, it's just a good time to sit down and watch and enjoy and laugh and have fun. That's what's needed. So that's it for me. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. I have a different opinion. I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, so they hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell. Notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.